stopping by.
Well, we're almost in Cairns,
Almost in Cairns. We made it.
up the East Coast.
What a journey it's been, eh?
Yeah, it has been a
How
journey.
exciting.
We've got lots and lots to share with you. An amazing journey up the East Coast.
We started at this leg of the trip in a place called Burpengary, just north of Brisbane. Then we headed up to Tin Can Bay. Now you might be wondering how we choose the locations that we end up at. You know, is it well planned and thought out? You might think so, but it's not. It's just a bit of a hit and miss. We ended up at Tin Can Bay, but we couldn't get in there, so we had to stop at this place called Stand Park, which is in Kiora.
Lovely place.
Just out of Tin Can Bay.
Yeah. Really good place.
But we stopped there, and that was quite a nice place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But we do have, Paul, kind of an itinerary, don't we? Like an itinerary, broad speaking.
Yeah, we wanted to get to Cairns.
Yeah, well, no, not just that. Yes, we did want to get to Cairns. But we had an idea of where we wanted to stop.
So the first place we went to was Stand Park, which is about 24 kilometres from Gympie on the Tin Can Bay Road. The park is set back from the main road along roughly 1 kilometre of well-maintained unsealed road, and it's surrounded by a pine tree plantation. Stand Park was originally set up as a veterans retreat, but later opened up to the public so everyone can enjoy what the park has to offer. It's got plenty of open space and the sites are really quite large. The park costs $30 a night for power and water. They offer a discount for all veterans. There is a memorial to all war veterans that's beautifully presented in the form of a walk around the dam. We happened to be here on Anzac Day and were able to participate in the memorial service led by some of the resident war veterans. Thanks guys, it was a great experience. Then over in the camp kitchen is a wall dedicated to military memorabilia. Overall, we found Stand Park to be a peaceful and relaxing place to spend a few days. And although we weren't able to get any TV reception, we did get good phone reception. We booked into an afternoon cruise with Habitat Noosa to explore the Noosa Everglades. It was about an hour south and located in the Kalula section of the Great Sandy National Park. The Noosa Everglades are one of only 2 Everglades systems in the world. It's also one of Australia's most diverse ecosystems. You can find more than 40% of Australia's bird species right here. It's the only Everglades system in the world where you can safely swim. The Noosa Everglades has narrow stretches of water with overhanging trees, and with the reflections in the water, you can see why this is called the River of Mirrors.
So after a few days, we were able to get a caravan site in Tin Can Bay at the Tin Can Bay Tourist Park. So we headed off into Tin Can Bay. The site cost us $42 per night, and that's with our G'day Rewards discount, and that included electricity and water. The park is on the edge of town. It had a really nice walk into Tin Can Bay itself.
So we managed to find the Tin Can Bay Bird Walk. It's a trail that takes you into Tin Can Bay from out near the caravan park we were staying. There's so much variety of bird life around here.
Apparently. I've seen magpies. Seen plovers.
A couple of galahs on the path.
Seen any glass, did you? Oh.
It's beautiful to walk. It's just off the shoreline, which we can't see because of the trees.
Many people head to Tin Can Bay for the boating and the fishing, but we chose to get a different experience, a must-do experience in our opinion, feeding the dolphins there. So every morning at a place called Barnacles, you can experience a close encounter with the Australian humpback dolphins. It's run every single day of the year by a dedicated group of local volunteers. It costs $10.
From here, we headed across to Rainbow Beach, only a short drive where we'd heard about a really nice walk to do there. Out for a stroll in the Great Sandy National Park here at Rainbow Beach. Beautiful day for it. It was a bit of an effort finding it and parking, but we got here. Ready?
Ready.
Let's go. It's a beautiful walk here through the tropical bush. Bit of moderate walk though. Bit of an effort with quite a bit of incline. A few steps. Nothing overly challenging. So it depends more on your fitness level than anything else.
The walk ends on a wooden platform that overlooks this valley of golden sand, called Carlo Sand Blow, high above the shoreline, a mind-blowing accumulation of wind-blown sand. Then once you climb down the steps onto the sand, the vastness of this sandscape really kicks in.
There's no way the GoPro is going to do justice to this view here, but just the bay and the huge sand, well they call it a Sandblow, so far up from the beach. Spectacular.
Now for the walk back up to the path.
Come on, Paul, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, come on. Not too much further. Look. Just walk.
Well, that was Carlo Sand Blow. It was quite a strenuous walk on the sand, as you could probably tell by some of the footage.
Yep. Actually, you know that Carlo Sand Blow was Captain Cook actually named it after one of his crew.
Oh,
Must have been called Carlo.
must have been.
Yeah.
It
There
could
you
be
go.
called Sandblow.
So it must have been around all those years ago. Because remember that it was 1770 when Captain Cook landed. Not too far from here.
Mm,
There's a history lesson for the day.
it is. And I must say, it was well worth the effort.
It was. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, you certainly couldn't get wheelchairs or trams up there. But it wasn't too bad. I found it okay.
The climb up on the sand gave your calves a good workout, that's for sure.
Yeah, they certainly did that.
Yeah,
Probably wouldn't hurt us.
get the heart rate on the Fitbit going.
Don't have one.
If you did, it would be spinning like a propeller.
That's right.
Okay, so now we're getting serious. If you look to the right of your screen, you'll see an island. But not just any island, this is Fraser Island, the largest sand island in the world. For more than that, it's a four-wheel drive paradise, and we were going to go four-wheel driving on Fraser Island. First, we need to get our permits and barge ticket. We got our permits, all ready to go.
Look.
And what's that? A HEMA map.
A HEMA map
Ah, right.
of Fraser. Oh,
Well, it is down under.
Fraser Island. And we've got our barge ticket. And we've got our barge ticket. And we've got our vehicle access permit. So altogether it was about $190 plus the HEMA map, which was about $15. Just over $200.
So we spent $200 on our trip over to Fraser Island.
Yeah, that's all right.
And the permit's valid for a month?
For a month, yeah, and the barge ticket
barge
is
ticket-
open for a whole year.
For a whole year, yeah.
So you could still use this a year down the track.
Cool.
Excellent.
Alright, let's go check out Fraser Island.
So here we are, about to go on the beach, to get to the barge, to go to Fraser Island.
Fraser Island, here we come.
Yep, we've aired down the tyres. Now, Paul, what did you put the cruiser in? What was it? Low 4, was it?
Oh yeah, just a low 4.
And a low 4. All right. Have a look at what we've got across here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's quite boggy and sandy. So here's hoping that we get through the first time.
Let's go.
Okay.
To get your car onto Fraser Island, you can get on the barge here at Inskip Point, and it takes you across to Hook Point on the island. Now they reckon that there are more people get bogged here getting onto the barge than actually on the island itself. I can see why. It really is quite boggy here.
We were quite nervous about spending the day on the sand as we had heard so many horror stories. But we did our research. We purchased a snatch strap and a set of max tracks. Our tyres were deflated to about 16 psi, giving us as much tyre surface area as possible on the sand. Fortunately, we did not have one single mishap, and we really enjoyed the adventure of it all.
Well, I had joined the Fraser Island 4-wheel drive Facebook page and had asked plenty of questions about driving on the island for the first time. And I tell you, the people were there were really helpful, giving us advice about tyre pressures, tide times, which they said was one of the most important things. I could see why. And just general sand driving advice. Very helpful.
Having done it, I think Paul and I would encourage other, novices like ourselves to do it. Just watch the tide times, deflate your tyres, and drive slowly. Definitely worth the adventure. We arrived on the island on an outgoing tide, and the sand was still quite boggy as you navigate Hook Point. But as you come around the point, it opens right up and the sand becomes quite firm. So Paul shifted the car from low 4, which he used to navigate the point, to high 4 on the firmer sand, and kept the speed quite low so we didn't chew up the sand.
There are quite a few washouts as you drive along the beach. The washouts are where streams fresh water from within the island flow into the sea. Now, some can be quite deep just after high tide, but they become shallower through the day as the tide drops. You really need to slow down when you cross it.
We were really quite excited to spot a dingo along the beach. In fact, I think we spotted 3 dingoes all up.
Quick pit stop at Eurong, one of the towns on Fraser Island, and back on the beach.
We had heard so much about the infamous Maheno wreck on Fraser Island, and we were keen to check it out. Maheno was a trans-Tasman liner that was washed ashore during a cyclone in 1935 and has been ravaged by the elements ever since, to the point that there's not much left of it now.
Light Creek is a popular swimming spot. You can float along it along the crystal clear water, as many people do, but it was a bit too cold for us, so a brief paddle was enough. Well, we really enjoyed our visit to Fraser Island, so much so that we forgot to video most of it.
On the way back, we stopped to check out another dingo that was strolling along the beach. This was a little dingo. We were told the importance of not feeding and not interacting with the dingoes, so we looked at it from afar.
So much to see and do here. You could easily spend a few days and still not see everything. I think we'll definitely be back.
Definitely. Back on the bitumen, it was time to pump up the tyres. We bought a Bush Ranger Air Max 3 compressor for the job, and it's actually quite easy to use and worked well, although a little noisy. Apparently it has 150 psi capability, so plenty of oomph to pump up our tyres. So we found for beach driving, if you drop your tyre pressures to about 18 psi, engage low 4 for the boggy sand, and drive slowly but keep the momentum right going, you should be right. I know from now on we'll have a lot more confidence when on the sand.
Get off the road, you silly bird. You're going to get run over. Oh my goodness. Get across, hurry up.
Why is he crossing the road? It's not a chicken.
No, he's a...
And that pretty much concludes our time here at Tin Can Bay and this video. In the next video, we're going to be heading further north to the town of 1770, where we're going to visit Lady Musgrave Island, and then a beautiful seaside town of Yeppoon and beyond.
We hope you can join us next time. Bye for now.
Bye for now.